A few years ago, Sinek came out with his Start With Why book. I don't know why I did that. And he made a video about some concentric circles and why Apple is more successful than some other company, Gateway or Dell. I don't know what it was at the time. But this video completely ruined my life. Completely. This idea that businesses and life and starting with why, like that idea of you have to start with your why. And in LuLaRoe, it's everywhere, you guys. Why? What is your why? In entrepreneurship, why? Why do you do what you do? Oh my word, this has plagued the last decade of my life. And I have found out how to fix it. And you guys, it is such a revolutionary thing that I don't even know if you have high-tech enough stuff to make this happen. But I'm gonna let you borrow mine because it's so rare and hard to find. It's called, you ready for the technological advance? It's called paper and a pencil, or a pen. This is not a pencil. This is a pen. You guys, these are the only two things you need to know and have in order to combat the why paralysis. I have such paralysis when it comes to finding my why because I don't start there. And I know I'm not alone. I'm not alone in going, why? What's my why? And somebody asks me, what's your why? Why are you in business? Why do you get out of bed? Why do you do anything you do? And I completely freak out because I think I'm supposed to have some huge, amazing answer that I'm doing it to change the world, or I'm doing it, I sell LuLaRoe, or I'm working in business, or whatever I'm doing is some altruistic thing of like, I want to change the world. I want women to feel amazing and all of those things. They are byproducts. They are literally byproducts of the real reason why I do what I do. And I don't know what that is and haven't known for a long time and have really struggled thinking I'm a terrible person because I don't know or have or fully can concrete describe my why. And you know what? I don't think you can either. I think it's really hard for you too. And I have been working with other business coaches for a long time, and I have found truly the secret is not trying to decipher in my head why it is I do what I do. The secret is evaluating my past experiences and realizing what I really enjoyed. And simply writing those down, I can come to an understanding of what actually fires me up, what actually fuels me. So here you go, quick as a wink. You take the piece of paper. I know, it might be hard to find. You could do this on your computer, possibly, or your phone. But I highly suggest finding this ancient artifact and taking it like that, doing some sort of origami situation where you fold it in half the long way. And on one side, this is a pen or any writing instrument you have. May it be a crayon. May it be one of those ones that are shaped like eggs. Who knows? But on this side, you're going to write the word highlights in something called handwriting. Sorry, I'm giving us a hard time. I was going to look backwards. Highlights. And you're going to write down, let's start easy. The last month. I do this quarterly. That in non-business terms means every 3 months. And I go through and I write down all the highlights. A lot of times I go through my photo gallery on my phone because many times that's where I know that if something was a highlight, I took a picture. If it's not, no proof without the pic. And I'm gonna write them down. I'm gonna write all my highlights down. Having coffee by the river. I live by the river. It's a hard life. Let's see. What else is always a highlight? I do soup night with my neighbor. I was gonna say my Carrie. That's her name. Writing down all my highlights. Okay, now pause the video. Look through your pictures. Figure it out. Last 3 months. What were your highlights? Here we go. You're pausing now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Did you pause? Do you have a list? I sure hope you have a list, because now I'm going to ask you to flip your paper over, and I'm going to ask you to write down what you did for work. What did you do? What made you money? What did you do this year? What made you some money? Write it down. If you're in LuLaRoe, what we call them IPAs, income producing activities, did you do? If you went on a trip, did you go on a trip? Did you network? Did you go to a meeting? Did you go to church? What did you do? What did you do that involved work? Use your writing utensil. Okay. Did you do it? Pause the video. Here we go. So you should have a list. I do mine in my yearly review in my planner. It looks like this. What it looks like. It's a hot mess. Hot mess. But I did 2021 because we're in 2022 here, and we went on trips. We went to all these different places. Leavenworth, Nominator, beach days. Pickles. It's not making pickles. That's the name of my cat. Hikes, walks, special times with my kids. Homeschooling was like huge one. I built a dock. I had my little sister come and babysit. These are things that felt good to me. And when I think about them, I'm like, yes, those were awesome times. And then on the other side, I wrote down all the things with no judgment that I did for work. I started getting up early 3 days a week. Worked for 2 hours, prepped the day. I had a planning ritual. I did takeovers. I did events. I did shopping appointments. I did selfies and pictures, right? Writing down every single thing I did work related. And now is the fun part. Now you're going to open up your page, right? You're going to take this paper and you're going to undo your origami. And I want you to decide which item of work led to this highlight. Because you guys, this is where the magic happens. You know what feels good to you. And when you find out that which aspect of work that you did, what you did that made money, that gave you that highlight, that is the why. That is what does it for you. You guys, this has been so phenomenal and changed my life in huge ways. And I hope it does for you too. Because when we sit around going, "Rawr," it can be really irritating. But we know what we have done that has felt so good. Was it time with our kids? Was it giving money away? Was it taking trips? Was it being with family? What was it? Because then when you get up and you have to work, because we got to make money, and whatever you're doing, whether it's with LuLaRoe, a regular business, a job, McDonald's, I don't know what you do. But I do know that when you know what felt good to you, then you can backtrack it, you guys. You don't have to come up with a why out of nowhere and convince yourself of it. You can go to those concrete memories and say, I loved going on these trips. And for me, what it all boiled down to is every single one of my highlights is I need flexible time. I need flexible time in the afternoon. I need flexible time so I can hit the beach, go to the river, do what I need to do, and nobody tell me what to do. Flexible time. That's why I do what I do. I wake up at 6 a.m. with the promise of a nap. I get up to take a nap. And I want you to feel that connection, not to some idea that's way out there, but a connection to something that is really real to who you are. Whether you're in LuLaRoe, whether you're a mom, whether you're a business person, grandma, or possibly a man. If you connect what you do to experiences that you've already had that have such value to you, it is amazing the passion and the alignment that you can have to make your business and to make your life so much more beautiful. Because when you know what you love, it's so much easier to repeat it. All right, guys, go get them.